So ladies and gentlemen, the C58 and Krig were both nerfed yesterday, and we're going to be taking a look in today's video to see if they were significant nerfs or if they're still pretty good. Now, the EM2 was also nerfed, but I don't feel that gun was pretty popular, so we're not going to be doing that in today's testing. The first gun that we are going to be doing is the most popular, the Krig 6. Now, this one got a minimum damage decrease from 26 to 25, and the maximum damage range decreased by 7.2. So basically just trying to reduce the overall damage a little bit of this gun. And we're going to be trying to shoot so maybe a little bit further away and maybe some close range gunfights as well. I really don't feel that that's what the nerf needed. Like I do feel the recoil is one of the bigger issues with this gun. I mean, even with the damage range as well. Let's take a look. This guy's pretty far away. Let's see if we can beam this guy. Well, first of all, we gotta hit our shots, but all right, I got Merc. Again, do remember that this is Plunder, and we obviously don't know how many plates people have. Most of the time, you know, they will be having like 2. But that guy definitely did come from the air, and he did definitely get smoked. And I'm not sure why we have people in Plunder running that perk, though. Another guy dropping in. He was getting shot at. Let's see the... Oh, shit. So, damage-wise, that one thing that they did, like the one damage that they did on the minimum range, it isn't really that much, to be honest. It's maybe noticed like a little bit of the times, but I don't really think this was a necessary nerf that it needed. Like, I really do think it's just more the recoil control. Like, yeah, maybe the damage was a little bit way too high for the gun, but if they increase the recoil just a little bit, it might have been a better nerf. But as far as this goes, like from what I'm noticing, again, do remember that it's Plunder and we don't know exactly how many. Yeah, so I mean that's probably one of the things. Like maybe you just increase like one bullet, you know, like one bullet that you need to extra that you need to shoot towards the guy. But at the end of the day, that's really not gonna be that significant to impact. So as far as the Krig goes, I did notice that it's pretty much basically the same. Now let's jump into the C58. Now, as the C58 goes, I'm not really sure why they added even more recoil to this, but the recoil was increased for this gun. Max damage range decreased by 7.4, ADS speed decreased by 3.4, and bullet velocity decreased by 8.1. And again, I'm not really sure why they nerfed this one more. If the Krig was out 20% peak rate, like 20% of the people in this game chose this gun, and the C50 was down all the way to 5%. So not really sure where they're getting these numbers from as to what gets nerfed a little bit more, but otherwise, let's go ahead and just test this gun out. And both of my classes are the same, which is just like the agency suppressor, the ranger barrel, the 3x scope. It's pretty much the same. Like for this one, I think the biggest change that really happened was with the recoil increase. So talking about recoil, let's try that. Where's this guy right here? There we go. So talking about recoil, let's go just test like a beaming, like this one right here, 100 meters out.
Enemy soldier incoming.
That's definitely considerable. Like you definitely can't beam anymore. I mean, because now it has like weird bouncing. It's not even that you can't keep it like on sight. It's just like it has a lot of bouncing for it. So we have a guy that's sniping at me. Damn, oh, he gets the other guy once I die. Shit. Oh, shit. I almost killed that guy. So yeah, I mean, the damage and all that, I definitely don't see it. You really don't see that much of damage because, again, when they reduce the damage range on an assault rifle, it's for very specific like situations when you feel that. It's more the recoil that it's always felt even more. So as far as this goes, like the recoil, I don't feel it like that much worse. It pretty much feels like the same that it was before because they kind of did bump it up a lot, like the recoil before. But the damage feels pretty much the same. And as you guys can see here, like you can't definitely beam somebody. Like, I mean, it's just gonna be definitely a little bit harder to beam. It still can be done, obviously, right? I'm not the best at controlling recoil, you know, with a lot of the guns. But yeah, definitely can still be done, but definitely received a nerf. The Krig, again, I didn't really feel any nerf there, so both of the guns seem to be pretty much the same. But yeah, we'll have to see which one goes. Maybe the QBZ will take over now a little bit.
Enemy soldier.
But yeah, thank everybody for tuning in. I deeply appreciate it. I'll see you all in the next one.